Welcome to How To with James. I found these videos across the web about different DIY tips and tricks and different things that people have found to do to save time and in some cases money. And I thought I'd share them with you. If you like this type of video, let me know in the comment section. I'll do some more.
Alright, so I thought everybody knew about this, but my best friend just told me that like he never knew this. When you're gonna spray paint something, always put the can in hot water. That way the paint can come out thin and won't splat big like little splat.
Hey guys, Mr. Jalapeno here with another little DIY. So the homeowners had somebody come out a couple years ago to apply concrete sealant to the control joints and a few cracks on the driveway. And over time, it's bound to crack again, erosion and stuff like that. But anyways, what I like to do when there are big cracks like this is put Spackle Rod. And this will, and a little bit of caulking, that way it'll keep the self-leveling afloat. Usually, so this is the stuff I use, self-leveling sealant, Sikaflex. It works really good for this type of stuff. This stuff, once you apply it, it kind of looks a little thick, but it kind of levels itself out, so it's going to look nice and smooth. I put the Spackle Rod, that way it doesn't go into the cracks, and a little bit of caulking, that way, it keeps that self-leveling afloat. Because if you don't put any type of Spackle Rod or anything like that, it's just going to seep into the crack, and it's still going to look like a crack. So this stuff avoids, moisture, water, snow getting underneath that and causing your slabs to move. But there we go. Look at that. Jalapeno Solutions. Boom.
I'm going to show you guys a little trick about Craftsman screwdrivers you probably didn't know. You ever wonder why the handles are shaped like this? Say you got a screw and that thing is tighter than... Take your wrench, slide it over the top. Even works on the big tall ones.
My boyfriend and I moved into a really dirty house. I have been scrubbing for weeks and then found this stuff. Well, look how quick it cleans. OMG, so satisfying. No more toilet bowl cleaner. Wow.
What's up, you guys? I got another trick for you about your car's tires that I bet you didn't know. And I bet that your local tire shop's going to be pretty pissed off that I told you about this. Every tire ever made for your car or truck has to have this little DOT stamp on it. And if you go all the way to the right side, you'll see these numbers with this little circle around them. That number is the week and the year that your tire was manufactured. So that means that this tire you're looking at was made the 25th week of 2014. Now this number is only on one side of the tire. So if I flip this tire around, this side has the DOT ID number, but no date. Most tires are only good for about 6 to 10 years. So if you go to buy new tires and they're already 2 or 3 years old, you're kind of getting ripped off. So when you're going to buy new tires, tell them that you want the date stamp on the outside so that you don't get burned and buy tires that are already 3 years old.
Did you guys know this handy trick about a speed square? So a speed square is an excellent little tool for drawing a 90-degree line to an edge. While it is fairly common knowledge, a lot of people actually still don't know what these numbers on the edge mean. So I can take my speed square and butt it up right against this edge of this board and I can draw a 90-degree line. But what if I wanted to make an angle at a specific degree? You see here where it says pivot? You can pivot this speed square along this point and draw a line. For example, here's a 30. And I can line this 30 up with the edge of the board and draw my line right there. So now this is 30 degrees and this would be 60 degrees. You can obviously use any number here that you want for whatever angle that you need.
Alrighty, we are back for another life hack today that I'm going to show you real quick. As parents, like myself with 5 kids, we've all walked out to this. Mommy, Daddy, look at this beautiful picture. And you want to freak out. You might get quick to go try to scrub it That's not gonna work. We all know water is not gonna work. It's gonna spread it. So you might get stuck with not knowing what to do. So I'm gonna tell you, go get you a hair dryer. Let it warm up for a couple seconds. And just like that, it's gone.
Things I do when toking at 2 a.m. after watching TikTok. Looks like new cabinets ready for paint.
Hey guys, welcome to the not so pretty side of DIY RVing. This is the water heater anode rod. It's a long rod that is used to help prevent the corrosion of the metal lining of the inside of your water tank. So, every few years you're supposed to replace it. And look at this one. That's a mess. That is not what you want. It's way overdue. It's been 5 years. That's what a new one looks like. Wow. That one's overdue. So it's possible that this might have impacted the inside lining. But I'm moving along. I'm rinsing out all the old sediment from that rod that was inside the tank. Just put in a new one. And now I got that hot water, baby. I should be good for another 1 to 3 years. But let's be honest, I'll be looking at this thing every other month.
This is a tip that I learned from my dad. If you have any sort of vinyl flooring that separates like so, all you need to do is get some wood glue, fill the gap in, push it together, wipe off any extras, and tape it, and it will no longer slide out of place.
Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first.
Hey, I thought I'd share with you guys a trick on how you handle the leftover strap. What you're going to do is you're going to cut it in half, bend it over. You're going to cut it in half again, bend it over. Every time you have it, it gets a lot smaller. And then all you're going to do, open up your strap, pull this in, and if you feel like you still need to get rid of some of this, you can tuck it back in again and shut it down. And now it's not going to go anywhere. Of course, it's not going anywhere.
You ever had one of those mats that just slides all over the place? You gotta throw one of these stupid things underneath to make it stick? I have a better way. Grab yourself a tube of silicone, a putty knife or a piece of cardboard, and start caulking. So we're gonna put a bead of silicone all the way around the outside first. Then we're gonna take a putty knife and flatten it out so we don't feel the ridges when we step on it. Now you can make whatever funky designs you want in the middle here because nobody's going to see it. And please remember to let it dry before you flip it over and test it. Alright, so I've let this thing completely dry. We're going to flip it over. And it's not going to go anywhere. Follow me for more tips and tricks around the house and check out codesavvy.ca.
Do you hate paint bleed over? Well, here's an easy way to fix it. All you need is a bit of spackle and apply that to your tape after you apply it to the wall. By only applying a very small, minute amount of spackle to the edge of the tape means you're sealing in that edge and you don't even have to wait for the spackle to dry in order to paint it. This will block all the paint from bleeding over and you'll have a perfectly crisp line after you remove the tape. Easy.
Are you hanging something with keyhole hooks? No worries. Grab a strip of painter's tape and put it on the back of your piece. Pop your screw through the holes or use a pen to mark them. Put your tape on your surface and screw right through the holes. Then rip your tape off and you're ready to hang. Work smarter, not harder. Follow along for more tips and tricks.
Here's an easy way to hang pictures. Flip your picture over. Stick a piece of tape to the back of your picture. Put a mark in the center of your hangers. Peel off the tape. Stick the tape to the wall. Hammer in your nails. Perfect nail placement every time.
Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you. If it did, please give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. Check out our other videos. Thanks.